Guys doing today? I am Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and I am very happy to be back in more or less full health, live streaming again. So this is really cool. Oh, he's letting the dogs in. Let me get some stuff pulled up on my tablet. There we go. Yeah, that's the new noise I learned how to make after hanging out with my niece all summer. Cause like she'll just sit there and make like, she's such this like cherub-faced, amazing young lady who makes noises like a man who was ill from eating too much meat. Like that's the noises she makes. So I apologize in advance for just existing, I suppose. Hey Sabea, hey Mandy Lou, hey Comatose, hey Erica. There's my Wandy. Bye, my Wandy. Oh, the cat's getting on his food. Oh, so today we have some shameless self-promotion to do, as well as I'm gonna be wire wrapping with this stuff. I'm gonna be wrapping some wire. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's just a tie-dye like overshirt, and then my super durable shirt by our friends with World of Strange. Z, pardon me, Lamp. I love you, but you gotta scooch over, buddy. Randy, how you feeling? He says about 70%. He's still been like, he got hit way harder with like the sinuses than what I did. Like that only, honestly, that only lasted on me, thank goodness, for like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. But he's been hit hard. But he's doing a lot better, so that's good. Mandy Lou says even better. I love layers. Me too. Because it's like, it keeps the sun off of me. Z, what are you doing, buddy? Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
Could you give this dog some attention? He just knocked over the tripod. Like he full on face smashed it.
I'm gonna take his photo.
Yeah, he's doing his little doggy dance. Well, you're a free man now, Z. First thing he does, sniffs his butt. That's Z dog. Ah, well thank you, mistress. I have synthetic dreads just like woven into my hair, and then I like braid it up and stuff. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta love on this dog for a second. Come here, buddy. Come here. Or not. He just wants to shark on me. Okay. I can't read from that far back. Attack of the Cone for real, Sabea. I hope everybody's doing good after the hurricane and everything. So I don't flash my boobies when nursing. Yeah. And I'm just here like, free the tatas, make the world a better place. But that's just me. Oh my god, hey Jody! Oh my gosh, it has been forever. How are you? I know. Y'all ignored me. All day. All day. These dogs ignored me. Until right this second. No. Well, okay. Okay, he's going. So. I just got back home late Wednesday night. Right on. Hey, Bernice. How are you doing today? And he'll just sit there with like his little tail wrapped around and just be like, please touch my butt. Please touch my butt. And I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to bring the camera down and flip it around to show. Well, yeah, I could. That's not going to be too bad. Because his allergies have been like super duper bothering him. So he's been wearing his cone for a while. What's my charge at? I can probably unplay it. I can unplug for a minute. Hey Cheryl, how's it going? So I'm going to set this here and I'm going to try to flip that around. Because I don't know if you guys can see, but we have another. Was a bird? Oh my god, y'all, this is like straight up freaking magical. But there's I don't know if you can see it, but Randy! Randy, there's a hummingbird at the new feeder. This is the first time. I put it out earlier today. No, not the same feeder that we've had, the other one. That was like, right. Y'all see how he's judging me?
It's what they do.
Yeah, that's fair. No, but they hadn't used it before, y'all. Because that one was actually, I said it's a new feeder, but I'm going to see if I can zoom in. But it is not new. This thing is like a million years old. Like, we've had it for 8 years, and all the paint was faded on the little flowers and stuff. So I had gone through and I used acrylic paint to repaint the flowers, and a hummingbird was literally just the disrespect to Sabea. But there was just a hummingbird at it. But if you will notice, look at this glorious chain of carabiners and key rings that I just threw together earlier today just to get it to hang. So now that we have officially seen a bird eat from the bird feeder, what I was going to be working on today, and what I'm feeling even more excited about now, is I want to make a chain for, or like a hanging hook kind of. Whoops, now I'm bumping over tripods. I want to make a hanging hook that can support the weight of a fully filled glass bird feeder. And so I'm going to be using this, I don't even know what gauge this is, some honking huge wire, but we're gonna do a big wire wrap today. So I'm gonna get the camera flipped around and kind of get, well, let me get this tripod situated first. But I have missed you guys so much, by the way. Like, I really missed like hanging out and crafting and just doing our thing. Ooh, today also, if you guys didn't get our newsletter, or if you didn't read the newsletter, today we are having our first craft along after party. So that is for our $1 and up members. And it'll be going from like 7:30 until question mark. Basically until the cows come home. But we're just gonna we're gonna keep crafting after. Like, today's stream will end at like 7, and then I'm going to take a break, and at 7:30 we'll start streaming again, but that'll be to our Craft Along Club folks, and that way I can give y'all my absolute undivided attention, answer any questions that you have, and kind of just have a raucous good time. Sherry said, I sold my first piece yesterday. Right on, to a young couple celebrating their anniversary. What an honor. Oh, that is so cool, Sherry. Congratulations. Komoto says, is that craft wire or garden wire? This is aluminum wire from Amazon. So I guess craft wire. I like it because I know that it's not gonna tarnish or rust because it's just aluminum. Like, it even has, aluminum has like a smell to it. I don't know if have y'all like ever sniffed? I probably shouldn't smell that. But I don't know, it smells like aluminum. Half hard, possibly. This stuff is very soft, I'm not gonna lie. And if this works out well, I'll probably do a video tutorial about it, in which case I'll be linking to the materials too. So, okay, gonna get the camera turned around now. Hey, J-Max. Oh, look at my little pumpkins. Copper definitely has, I'm so sorry, I turned my phone off by accident, just flipping it around. So ultimate professional quality. Let me make sure that I am in live chat on both of my devices. Right on. Well, it's good to hear. I'm glad I'm not just like Cocoa for Cuckoo Puffs. I'm just wondering if anyone got aluminum half hard. No, I mean, you could always hammer it. But I've never seen aluminum really marketed one way or the other. I'm wondering if it's going to be completely disastrous for me to snip and snip. No, excellent. On wires that have a whole lot of spring back, that can be really disastrous. Ooh, right on, Cherry. Or Sherry. Yeah, I think it's Sherry. So I'm going to pull off about, and I don't know what gauge this is, you guys. Right on, Chantel. It says, love the smell of metal. I'm a welder by trade. Aw, I've always wanted to learn how to weld, but never really, like, I don't even know how to get started in that. Yep, no boing. So I'm going to come in. Let's see if these little... Ooh, jewelry cutters barely got it. But they did, though. So, and I don't even know if I'm going to be having any beads just yet. But we'll see. So I'm a like short person. So I'm going to need... I think I'm going to have the hook itself be like over a foot long. Yeah, so this is like 14 or 15 inches from... Can you work hard in aluminum too? Oh yeah. Yeah, it hammers really nicely. You just got to be careful because it's being a soft metal. You can hammer through it a lot more easily than what you could with copper. And in fact, we'll probably do a bit of hammering today. So I'm going to be grabbing... There we go. My ring mandrel. And at one end, this is super cumbersome right now, but we'll figure it out. I'm just bending this around the ring mandrel on one end. Before... Hey, see kitty. Coming around. I'm getting tangled on every single thing. Oh my gosh. Before coming around, and if you can see how I bent it on this side, and then over on this side, instead of having the go away from me, I'm gonna have the bend come towards me. That way it's a little bit of that like S pattern. And I'm just moving it out of the way of the tripod. This wire is dummy thick with like 3 C's. Hey, Wendy. Ouch. I just hit my face on the tripod. What you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm making stuff for you. Are you gonna...
Okay.
Sounds like judgment. No, I'm making... Okay, did you even see how I hung the bird
No.
feeder?
Oh no.
So I'm making something a little nicer.
Is that where all my carpenters went?
No, I found them in a different drawer.
Oh,
Like, it...
that drawer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were those yours?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, all the more reason for me to be doing this then. 8mm. It's not quite 8mm. It's like a 5, possibly a 6mm. Oh, right on. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Okay. So what are we even gonna do? I kind of feel like I need to, just so I can have space to not be tangling on stuff. Okay. So I think hey Sam, I think I'm gonna bring this to the center there and start bending around. And then to the center here and start bending around. Ooh, I'm gonna kind of make it like a giant ear cuff, perhaps. So there's a big spiral. This stuff is hard to bend. What, Randy?
I'm watching you work.
Hey, Darla, how's it going? And then I'm gonna just kind of vine this up. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if that's apparent. This is absolute rubbish. Oh no. Hey, Z-Dog. Be very careful. I don't want to poke you in your little puppy face. Quit wiggling your butt at me. Clip-on belt. No, it's a plant hanger. So I essentially just need a loop on either end. That way the hook can hook on this end and the hook can hook on this end. So technically it's a thing. And we're doing good. Let's see if I can do it. It's a spiral. Yeah. It does scale up. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm gonna itsy bitsy spiral. Okay. Yeah?
How are you going to attach that?
There's a hook on the thing, and then I'm gonna save one of the carabiners for attaching the bird feeder itself to it.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Well, actually, it's not even a carabiner. I took it off of the fruit basket hangers in the kitchen. It was one of those old hooks from the booth that I made out of curtain rods. Not curtain rods, clothes hangers. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. He remember. Okay. Yeah, Z loves showing his butt. Sam! I see you, buddy. I see you being a dog. Look at that absolute champion of a dog. Hogging the teeth and the bone. And Ember just not impressed with anyone or anything. We're good boys. But demented doggos. Okay, excuse me, buddy. Oops. Okay, as we trip our way back over. Hey, cat eye. It's a thing. Huzzah, we have made the thing. Let's see if we can make a spiral out of it. That's the biggest ding-dong spiral I've ever made. Oops. Yeah. Well, I didn't hammer anything, but yet. Y'all, I love that so much. Oh my gosh. What? So let's do it again on the other side. Hey, Elizabeth. I like that thing. Right on. Me too. This is, for anybody who just popped into the room, this is a hummingbird feeder hanger that I'm going to be using to, well, hang a hummingbird feeder from. It does spiral up really nicely. Very, very cool. Okay, so now I get to rummage through my beads and see what beads and crystals I want to dress this up with. Because it could also be like a friend smacker or a Randy Prodder. He does not respond well being poked, but maybe if I had something very, very nice to poke him with. Hey, Randy.
No.
What? He said no. Okay. Or a cat toy. Hi. Or a dog scratcher. Ooh, Z actually really likes it as a dog scratcher. Okay. So let's figure out how we're gonna do that. So I'd really like some stuff that like catches the sunlight as far as crystals and stuff go. So we are just coming over here and we are gonna go a rummaging. And I'm actually bringing y'all with me to go a rummaging this time. Thank you, Randy. I just keep worrying that I'm going to run his little toes over if he doesn't calm down. Okay. So let's see. I've got some great big gemstones. Oh, yeah. I think this carnelian. Is this carnelian or red agate? Either way, I think it's red agate because carnelian doesn't typically have banding. Yeah. So I'm going to use these guys. I really like those tiger's eye, but I don't know if I want to put them on something that technically, if someone was motivated enough, they could just like walk up and steal it. So, because we do have a fenced-in front yard, but that hasn't stopped people in the past. So, I need like a place for putting beads. Okay, I found this little baggie on the floor, so I'm gonna hold this, start putting some little beads in it. That way we can go a rummaging further. Ooh, those are pretty. What's in here? Oh my gosh, y'all, this is one of my absolute oldest trays of beads. They're all like plastic. Okay. I know I've got some pretty glass beads that are like, where are those? Here they are. Okay. Working on my 4th pendant board for craft shows. Ooh, right on. Ooh. Okay, so I'm definitely, because I really like like these, I want some fiery tones. So we have some reds. And these are actually from Fire Mountain Gems, like, gosh, from like 2007, I think. They were just like mixed glass packs. I'm gonna take some of these guys, just little like glass crow beads. These ones. Another little pinch of these ones. And some yellow. I think that'll be just the thing. And a little bit of this green. I really like that green. Boop. And boop. There we go. Nice little custom mixed blend. There we are. And we will come back over here. Right on. Right, Jerry? It is a suncatcher hangy thingy. Hey, Beth, how's it going? Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna start with these beads and then kind of see what happens from there. Let's see, do I have some? It's getting kind of warm. I'm gonna take that off. Because I'm fairly certain any parawire that I use is going to yellow from it being outside. So I don't want to use something that's a copper core because, you know, I'm planning on having this for the rest of ever. So here I have some, this is more aluminum and anodized aluminum wire. Also from parawire though. And I have some 18 gauge and 16 gauge are the two sizes that I'm using right now. Hey Jennifer, I am making a plant hanger kind of, but it's not a plant hanger, it's for a hummingbird feeder. It's just an extension to get the hook of the feeder to the hook on my porch without me having to get a ladder, because I climbed up on the actual like banister railing today. Don't tell Randy because he'll probably be like mad at me. And my goofy ass almost fell off in front of God and everybody trying to hang this stupid bird feeder. So, this is to save me from my future self. So, gonna dump these beads out here. And I'm just going to start with, hey Pie. I think I'm just going to start at one end. We got to make sure that it actually fits on the beads first off. There we go. That one fits on significantly better. Yep. So I am going to use the full length of this, and this is about 5 feet of wire. And I'm just going to be making the little beads nestle into, but oops, just punched the tripod. Just nestle in next to each other. Okay. So, kind of like how that's wrapping around. This is probably gonna look like the most like DIY, but like, have y'all ever been on that Reddit thread where it's not DI the letter Y, it's like DIWHY? Okay, the UPS guy is here. Everybody turn your audio down if you don't want to hear dogs bark, because they're gonna lose their ever-loving minds. Just because that's what they do. Right? Right, Sherry? And I'm so glad that I didn't, because it would have been directly into a rose bush. And, I mean, that's just insult added to injury. Okay. Wow, he didn't knock or anything. He just yeeted. Right on. Don't make it too yummy. Do what, love?
Did he shut the gate?
I have no idea. Maybe. So that worked out perfectly from that random mix I had grabbed. They mirrors pretty nicely. So now from here, we can just start wrapping around. I'm actually going to thread this through. Oh my gosh, is he okay? Sorry, my dog's just...
Yeah, he's just jumping on his feet.
Oh, okay. I hate it when I choke on my feet.
He just really likes it.
What up, babe? I don't think we ordered anything. What'd you get? Wow. Well, that's good because they were pretty low. Anyone else fall up the stairs? Constantly. Thank you, honey. And so now from here, I am just threading on. Though I could build back up. Let's build back up. I'm just going to thread on this little teardrop bead. Now we do have to be careful because I did not make these glass beads, so I don't know how brittle they are or can tend to be. And if you get wire inside of a bead and then start to bend it, it can, you know, kind of fracture it and stuff. So that'll be something to be mindful of.
More tape than box now.
Oh, really? There we go. I rode scooters with my children one year, was coming off the driveway, didn't even make it to the street, flipped over the dadgum thing on the edge of the... Oh no! Broke your wrist? Oh, I hope you're okay. Gosh. That's like the worst though. Like, especially as a crafter, like, I mean, now don't get me wrong, preferably I wouldn't break anything, but if I had to pick, it would be like my foot or my leg or something. Like, I would go absolutely bananas if I broke my hand or my wrist. Like, if I for some reason couldn't craft anymore. Yeep. Do what, honey?
So a brand new box for you, but
And I'm just gonna kind of keep twisting this up and around. There's happy puppy noises. Okay. Looks Christmassy. Right on. Doing a red and an amber and then another red. Ooh, I think I'm just going to keep repeating that color scheme in various beads around the edge. You know, this is a fantastic way. These beads are kind of, I don't know. I don't know how well the color is going to hold up. I don't know a lot of stuff about them, which is why I haven't used them all these years. And I've just kind of been hoarding them. But just making something cute for in the yard. Yeah, that's like not for sale. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about seeing how it comes out. Before adding that one on, I'm actually going to thread this around. So while we craft, I have a couple of things to talk to y'all about. Some shameless self-promotion. Today's giveaway we'll be having in about 30 minutes. So if you'd like to go and leave a comment on the video linked down in the video description, it was our most recent shop update, which was like August something, because that was the last one before we got sick. But we will be doing a giveaway from that video, from the comments on that video, rather. So I'm going to thread on a yellow and an agate, then a yellow. I don't know. It's like about 5 millimeters thick, though. So I'm just coming around. Feeding that through. This is very soft wire. And this is that aluminum wire, so. But it really lets you do a bunch of stuff, so that's really nice, I think. I might not have pulled out enough beads, too. No scooter. Oh, no, Sherry. Bernice asks, are you still not able to deliver to the UK? That is correct. The packages that we have tried to send out have actually just been returned to us. We've actually had a bunch of our mail just be returned to us, which we did not anticipate. So we're going to be trying to get a hold of people and kind of see what's up, because I don't know if it's a case of folks not accepting packages or if we did something wrong on our end. So just to keep it, just in case, I don't even know what I just smacked. We're not actively sending out packages to the UK. What got you into crafting and making things? Oh, well, thank you, J-Max, for repeating that. I'm sorry, Dana, to have missed your question. Well, I don't know. I was always pretty crafty. But trying to think. I mean, like, I was always doing artsy fartsy stuff. It's like paint by numbers, or I was like, I probably colored or drew or made doll clothes or made a house, like dollhouse out of cardboard boxes or something, probably every day, even if it was just like playing in the dirt. But I really started getting into crafting because in high school I had started going to the Ren fairs with my friends, and well, I was in high school and had like no money. And so I started making some of my own jewelry. And then I discovered I had metal allergies. And so when Randy and I started dating, I was like 17, and he had bought me some jewelry. And then I was like, I'd wear it, and it's like, because, you know, we were both in high school. And it would turn me green, so I'd like change out the ear hooks so that I could wear the earrings that he had gotten me and stuff like that. And it just kind of built into increasingly complicated stuff. And then it was in like 2008. I graduated in 2007. It was in 2008 that Randy and I started our business. He had gotten me a chainmail kit for an early Christmas present. Oh, Jody, the if you're watching the video, the place to, it's right. Hey, Randy, did you add it to the video description? Yeah. Okay, well, let me see. Do tortoises like being touched? I should watch that later. There we go. Sorry, I had to refresh the thing. To participate in the giveaway, you may need to refresh your thing, but it's just our most recent shop update. So that link, which will take you to that video, the shop update and giveaway 8/30/21. If you leave a comment on it, then that way it'll put your name in the hat for the giveaway. Man, I feel like I'm having such a hard time stringing thoughts together. Oh no! It is September, isn't it? Son of... Hey, Randy. Can you update the title of the live stream? Y'all, I was living in August still. I'm so sorry. If you hadn't have said anything, I probably would have never figured it out. Oh, no. Okay, so I've scooched this one down a little bit just to make some space. Started wire wrapping after watching my first video of yours. Totally. Oh, right on. Well, I'm really glad to have led you down the rabbit hole into the realm of crafting. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. There's always like 1 to 3 people who like thumbs down like all of my videos. And I just have to silently tee-hee to myself because it's all engagement. Like, it's still... Either way, you're helping me out, so thank you. Yeah, I'm just putting some little beads around the edge. But yes, we also, to follow along with more of our shameless self-promotion, and Jody says, how dare they? It's their time they're wasting, not mine, so to each their own. Okay, so I'm going to come around. And I'm going to try to do something similar on the other side. But we'll see how that goes, because I don't have the same beads, and I don't have any of that stuff. Hey Barbara. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us. Start weekend crafting. Right on, E. But I don't know, it was, I've always been crafty and making stuff, really. Like, though I never got to take any art classes in high school, but going to the Ren for, like, working on my costume and stuff, and that was always a lot of fun and, like, a really high point. And I really liked doing, like, little herb sachets and, like, carving candles and anything I could get my hands on, really. Okay, so these long, narrow ones I don't think are going to work on this wire. I've got some thinner wire that I could use. But I'm just gonna thread some beads on and see how they sit. It makes me so happy to see those deranged little goblins of hummingbirds fly by. So right on, Pie. But to answer you more directly, we definitely started being professionally crafty in 2008. And we haven't really taken more than a couple of days off since. So it does kind of look like a fairy wand. I actually really like that. We have our new Groovy Cab kits are up for sale on our website. That's from our most recent tutorial. Whoops. Well, that's from our most recent tutorial. Yeah, I really actually love just following the vining of the vine, or of the wire. Just tightening it down, bringing that around. Okay. So I actually think I'm just going to scooch these guys back into their baggie so I don't make a big mess of them. I'm actually going to get this out of the way. I'm trying using a bead mat and it's just not really working out for me. It just seems to be a thing to like collect the dog fur. Right, this would be like a pretty epic wand. We would have done some things differently because I needed a loop on either end for the hooks of the feeder, but I'm hoping if I get it done, I can go out there and like rehang it. Okay, so now I'm rummaging, looking for a color should I use? Like some greens or like more reds? Because I'm trying to think not just what would be pretty to me, but like what will the bird think is pretty. So I'm like, do I have any fluorescent beads? Like, do you think the bird will like this? So like would hummingbirds like this color? I mean, it looks like I'm a wizard dressing up like a muggle with those color combinations, but I mean, if it makes the birds happy. Ooh, I want to use this. It's probably not at all what the hummingbird likes, but I have a bunch of it. Like a bunch of it. Maybe. We might use this. Because I do really want the hummingbirds to like see it and be like, that's a juicy flower. Lots of yellow? Okay. Let's see what we got. The problem is most of the beads that I have are like quite small. So I do have these guys. Those orange ones. The light won't travel through them, but I think that'll be okay. Woo. And then we've got some of these like copper lined clear ones, just something to maybe but you know what I mean, Jody? Like it's I mean, yes, I'm technically doing it but these color schemes, so oof. Okay, and then there's some more yellow. I might do another one that's for a plant for inside the house that uses these. Ooh, right on, Sherry. But yeah, we have our groovy cab kits that have like... Okay, y'all, if you were a hummingbird, which yellow would you like better? Or do you not care? But yeah, if you guys are interested in the groovy cab kits, apparently I'm just not going to be able to finish that line of thought because, well, hummingbirds and shiny beads. But check out our most recent tutorial and we talk all about that in there. We also have some really, really great new changes to our subscription boxes. So we have increased the number of cabochons in each of our kits. We are working on including some like stickers and stuff that we've drawn and that you can put on whatever, or that you could use in like your resin casting or different things like that. And we also are including labradorite gemstone cabochons into our biggest kit that we offer on our subscription website, as well as... Did a wasp just climb inside that? Oh, that's troublesome. No, okay. But yeah, in our like jumbo kits. Right on, J-Max. So I'm gonna kind of try to... How to do that. I need a lid for something. Where'd that... There it is. Very cool. And then, oh yeah, I'm on TikTok. We are Back to Earth Creations. It's all one word, but I ran out of space. On TikTok, on Instagram, it's Back to Earth Creations, but all the spaces are underscores. But on TikTok, there's no spaces. It's just Back to Earth Creations. And since, oh no, will none of these fit on my dummy thick wire? Oh, that one will. Okay, that'll work. I was nervous. But I have been posting my digital art over there on our TikTok, and I am super duper very excited about it. But since our TikTok is like newer and we haven't really established anything and no one really expects anything over there, not so far, bro. So that one doesn't fit, but these ones did. Well, great. We might have to... Okay, what I'm going to do to make my life easier is not put these beads on right now. We'll do another layer of wire. But yeah, I just like having it follow the line of the wire. And just, so again, it doesn't look like much right now, but you're judging the book before it's done cooking or something. What is it that people say? Not that, I know. Nobody's judging a book by its cover. But it's not quite a book by its cover. It's like you're, we're not done yet. Don't judge it before it's done. Now touching garlic. What?
That seems like a human phrase.
That's a human phrase that humans say. And I'm just going to kind of smush that in, because if we can add some cute little coils and bits. So I'm just going to come down on...
That's weird.
What's up, babe?
Or did you get a remindering note?
Really?
I did.
You did?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Oh yeah.
Did we have an error, or you signed up on 3 different accounts?
I signed up on 3 accounts.
Okay. Because I was like, oh no. Because the last thing I want to do is like bombard people with our newsletter. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to continue. The more you kind of vine the wires in around each other, the more like we hide the inner core of weirdness. And I think the cooler it comes out. But that's subjective. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna, that's a good spot to just make some coils. Actually, let's do a little spiral. Hey, Randy. When I finish this, could you help me to hang it?
Maybe.
Okay, because otherwise I'll be holding the camera and climbing up onto the banister and trying to hang a hummingbird feeder. Like, I'm not threatening or anything, but please help me. So it still has a little bit of flex to it. This looks like the most, like, oh, I don't know. It does not look classy, I don't think, but I'm not worried about it. Ah! Jody says no climbing on banisters. But now I want to even more. So I don't know if I want to use these colored beads. I just don't know yet. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. 2, 3, 4. Smooth it down. It doesn't have to be perfect because, I mean, we're not wearing it. But why not? After all, why not? Why shouldn't I wire wrap it? And I'm actually just turning, grabbing, and cinching that around to make a little bit more of like a spring. There we go. That way it'll be nice and grounded. Okie dokie. Okay. So now we get to thread. Oh yeah, no, Randy and I both got like super sick. That's why we didn't have a shop update on Monday, and that's why we didn't have a tutorial or a live stream on Friday and Sunday this past weekend. Like I was bedridden for about 3 or 4 days. No, it was just 3 days. That 4th day, I still couldn't accomplish much, but I did actually like get up and put pants on. And I am gonna say I'm super excited to have actually stuck with my year of yoga so far, even through being sick. Ooh, right on, Pie. Okay, so I'm just gonna thread all these beads. I know that's probably like super interesting to y'all. Ah, thanks, Pro. So I think this will be a perfect opportunity for like some Q&A time. If you have any questions that you'd like answered, either about projects or videos or anything. Yeah, we're on the mend for sure. Poor Randy. Today I had made some tea while he was upstairs because I was recording a video for our next tutorial, and he had come down and he was like, "You drinking tea?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Did you make me some?" And I was like, "No." And then, like 30 seconds later, he's like, "Would you?" He was so sweet. And I was like, "Yes, honey, I'll make you tea." But he was just the cute little face of horrible neglect. He was just like, wait, I thought you loved me. Poor Randy. Ooh, Penny, the base is just some super dummy thick aluminum wire. Do what?
You banished me to the upstairs. You drink tea without me.
Yeah, he's over there going, "You banished me to the upstairs." Because I did. I made him and the dogs. I was like, "Y'all need to go upstairs and be like very, very quiet." And like, "You banished me to the upstairs. You drink tea without me." Yeah. Hey, Tamara, how's it going? So just signed on. So glad to see you. Well, I'm glad you could make it. And I'm just threading beads on and then letting them slide down the wire. I am making a decorative hummingbird feeder hanger. Out of entirely aluminum wire. Now the thing is I would have never made just a hook out of this wire because the weight of the bird feeder would have pulled it apart. But since we have one long length and then it's bent around and then the ends are like wrapped up onto each other, we're not going to have to worry about it might distort under the weight, but we don't have to worry about it breaking. Ah, well, happy belated birthday, Margaret. Oh, that'll be so cool. Ah, I bet you'll make a fantastic fawn. I'm really digging the mix of wire and beads. Right on, Penny. It's just literally some of the oldest beads in my stash that I don't think the color is solid all the way through. Like, I don't even think these are colored glass. I think they were like dipped in glass paint. So I never really used them in my jewelry as much because I didn't want, the color flaking off. Tamara says the Hummers will love it. I sure hope so. Oh, well, hey, Miriam. She says, first time watching live feed. You're awesome. Well, thank you. Because I'm a grandma and I want to adopt you. Dude, please do. Like, I would be a very happy person if I just had, like, a legion of grandmas. Hey, Yvonne. She says, hey, Yvonne, it's been a minute. It sure has. Okay, so I've threaded a whole bunch of these on. And I'd like to see how far it gets me. So I'm just going to wrap around. Ooh, maybe. I don't know how this works. It's like, I just work here. Okay. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I feel. Yeah, I really like these copper lined clear beads. Like, I love them a lot, actually. Okay, so I'm going to try something. Let's see how this works. I'm in, call me Nana. Because my first impulse, I was going to say I would die happy if I had a harem of grandmas. Then I was like, whoa. That means something completely different. So I went with Legion, which just sounds like a fierce army of grandmas. So you may have a grandma in every state and even countries. Do what, Randy? 300 grandmas. I wouldn't mess with them. Do you know how many knitting needles you'd get like projectile stabbed with if you antagonized 300 grandmas? Lots. At least a lots. And I'm just vining that up and around some more. Superhero League. Armed with walkers and jewelry pliers. Yeah, because all of us have like really good hand strength grip from using pliers so much. And relatively high dexterity as crafters. Hey Randy, you know that show that you watch that's like this character is a D&D? Or this person is a D&D character? What would the stats on a crafter class be?
Like an artificer?
Like is an artificer just a crafter?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that sounds way cooler. Though I don't know, it's a lot easier to say crafter's gonna craft than artificer's gonna artifice. Ooh, right on, Pie. But yeah, I'm just threading some on and then twisting it around. What time are you wearing? Ring. Oh, I'm actually wearing my amethyst groovy cab ring that we had made in one of our tutorials, and I'm wearing a green aventurine ring that we had made in another one of our groovy cab tutorials. And I really, really like them. I got bit by like a mosquito. And I keep itching it. I lack discipline. Okay, so, and I'm just going to keep threading on some more of these beads. Ooh, hey Fluffy Kitty. She says, will you be doing Halloween inspired wire wrapping like pumpkins, witch hats, etc.? Some people incorporate crystals. We are hoping to do a pumpkin themed wire wrap, but I don't know. And I am going to be doing some different polymer clay designs as well. So we're hopeful. Like at this point, I'm still kind of producing new tutorials each week as they come out. Like Sunday's tutorial I just made today, so I don't really know what I'm gonna be called to. I got really behind getting sick, so so we'll have to see kind of wherever the wire takes me. And I'd like to do more leather working and stuff too, so stay tuned. Hey Jamie, I'm doing really good. Randy and I had both gotten sick there for over the Labor Day weekend, but we're both feeling much, much better. Don't forget to dress up the costume. It's been a long time. It has. Like, basically since last year, actually. I think we're going to be having a lot of our old headdresses for sale as well, or I might do some tutorials about them. We'll see how that goes. Because we're currently building up inventory for Anime St. Louis 2022, which is our next and I think only convention that we have planned. So we'll have to see how that goes. It'd be cool with a swivel hook as a decorative spinner without the... Oh, that would be really cool, Diane. That would be so cool. I always loved those spinners, but like the batteries would always like corrode in them. Like way sooner, I think, than what I felt was reasonable. Me too. Oh my gosh. Like, so much better. I'm so glad. Because I was like dead and miserable for a minute there. Okay. So we've gotten those beads wrapped all the way around. So I'm actually going to just pull the wire through. And this was probably about 15 feet of wire in the 18 gauge anodized aluminum. Iris says, I don't think I'm going to finish the pallet backings I was working on. Still a lot of glue and sanding before I can finish pinning. Well, late is okay too. Okay. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to do this one. Just building up some more wire. Just kind of twisting it along.
How would someone find your TikToks?
I don't really know how TikTok works. How do you find people on TikTok? Like, oh no, you guys. I think if you just, like, if you're in TikTok and you know how to find the search function, which I don't know how to do that, you would just type in Back to Earth Creations, maybe? Or Yvonne Williams. And then I'm just going to keep layering, just twisting the wire and then building it up as we go. Then I'm just going to pull that through. No, I was going to finish up this wire. And I'm just adding more cute little tendrils. And so once I've put down the first layer of wire, I kind of just want to keep on threading through. Beth says, TikTok, more for me to learn. Now, I am going to say, our TikTok is a complete shit show. Like, there's, for a little while, because I didn't know what to do with it. Like, and I was feeling this pressure to be like, well, I know I've got to be on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. Like, you know, that whole FOMO, like the fear of missing out. And then, but I was on there and I was like, well, what do I do? Because I am not happy with making, like 1 minute long tutorials. I feel like there are folks who do that and they do that very well, but I don't want to just rehash, you know, basically what they've covered, because if it can be crafted in a minute, it seems like everybody's got that already. But like today I tried to shoot a TikTok of how I made this one, and even after editing, it was still 10 minutes long. And I was like, oh my god, okay, well. So, and then, you know, I was like, well, maybe I'll put personal stuff up here, or because, you know, I don't know, I have my Instagram for my monster vlog, and I have Instagram for the business, but I'm trying to kind of get a feel for and find a place for myself in TikTok, organically, without like really forcing it, because if I force it, it doesn't it doesn't happen, if that makes sense. So I've actually started posting my digital art. We had gotten Maddie actually a tablet that she could use Procreate on, and like we had gone ahead and gotten it because we were, you know, building up for Christmas, and I was like, well, you know, maybe I could learn how to use it, that way I can show her how to use it when we give it to her at Christmas time. And then I was like, Randy, we're gonna have to buy Maddie her own tablet, I'm keeping this. And he was like, okay, not surprised, but also like because he had asked me, he was like, you know, so are you getting this one, or is it gonna be for Maddie? I was like, no, it'll be for Maddie. And he's like, I asked you this, and he said, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know I was lying. So, ooh, I've got that red, Lori. I'm gonna do a red layer. But and since my digital artwork doesn't really fit in on any of the other platforms, because like over on the Monster vlog, I have no idea what people expect. Like, I think they're surprised if I ever post at all. But like on my main business Instagram page, anything that I post that isn't, I don't know, nothing really does well over there anymore. I don't know, I'm so tired of bowing to algorithms. But I feel like people expect to see wire wrapping or crafty things. In digital art, while I feel like is a creative thing, it's different. So we're posting all my digital art over yonder. Show the wire, snap your fingers, jump to the midpoint, snap again, and so on and so on. Link to the finished YouTube tutorial. Yeah, if I had an editor who enjoyed doing stuff like that, but it just feels like, eh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have a hard time currently getting my heart into it. And a lot of it too is I know that as soon as I start using TikTok more, like actually using it, it's going to suck away so much of my time because there's so much interesting content over there. But it's like for years I couldn't be on Pinterest because um I'd lose like the first time I was ever on Pinterest, I lost 6 to 8 hours of my day were gone. Like, and I looked up and I looked around and I was like, oh my God, I did nothing but pin stuff on Pinterest today. Um, right. And so I know that if I don't severely budget myself on TikTok, then it will just completely suck my life away. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't dropped anything, but it's a bunch of little beads. I don't want to have to chase them. And so I guess since I haven't used TikTok a whole lot, I haven't gotten like real excited about it, and it just feels like, I don't know, wearing somebody else's pants. Right on, Kelly. I only hope there's lots of drops for you later. Oh, I'm trying to hurry so I can hang or so Randy can hang this, um, before the sun sets. Like, okay, y'all know the Blind Melon song, No Rain? In the music video with like the girl dressed up like the bee and she goes around and she like dances and she like doesn't really fit in anywhere until there at the end whenever she finds, you know, the field full of other bees. Spoilers. uh but whenever I'm on TikTok with trying to do like jewelry tutorials and stuff, I feel like the little girl dancing in the places where she doesn't fit in. Like, so So it's hard to muster up enthusiasm when you kind of feel a bit out of place. Oh, right on, Penny. But yeah, I'm actually going to take this as an opportunity to show you guys more shameless self-promotion. But the digital art, because I've been following some really cool tutorials. Like, that was my first one. But it was a very helpful just learning how the interactions and stuff, like how to use Procreate just to start with. And then this one here, well, here I can actually just pull up the time clips, basically the TikToks. um how do I, there we go. So there was this one. That was the first. Ugh, that flashing though. Sorry. But this was the very first thing that I drew. And it's following, there's a YouTube channel called Art with Flow. And she does phenomenal tutorials. Like, perfect. Like, exact. Like, you can download the colors and everything. Like, I would have never thought that, like, with the stars and everything, that this is something that I could have done my first time on Procreate or on digital art. So then we also have, this one was my second one, y'all. Which, like, oh my God. You might do a survey and find out which social media is where your demographic is. Right on, pro. but it was just by having somebody to like kind of just hold my hand through the process, like I was so blown away. And I started doing this while I was sick. So I was laying in bed completely miserable, but so like pumped full of enthusiasm. When I wasn't passed out, I was drawing or following a tutorial, and it was a great way of getting myself through a very sleepy night or a very sleepless night. And then where's the next video? That's not it. Is this the video? But this is the first piece that I did without a tutorial. I really, really love Luna moth stuff, and I had found some pictures I had taken from when we went camping during the eclipse, and I had seen there was a Luna moth got caught up under the like canopy that of like our pop-up, you know, over the kitchen. Just followed her. I've been needing help with it. Right on. But yeah, and it was just after having done the couple of tutorials from Art with Flow, and then there was another feller that I've been following some of his tutorials, and I link them, or I at least at them, on TikTok that way. But yeah, like, oh my gosh. Like all that and everything. And that was just the line art. By the way, the line art for that is actually up in our digital download area on our website. But this is how it came out after coloring. Like, and I absolutely love like just the detail and stuff. Like I kind of actually want to print the line out art from this and like draw it great big and do a watercolor painting, or even like just use this as the model for like a polymer clay sculpture. Like I think that'd be really, really cool. Definitely a lot of fun. I did an animation, and this was another Art with Flow. The it does its own recording, so I can actually show you. I will get to the end of this. Yeah, I just wanted like a little cold calcifer, but whenever, well, how does it animate? Okay, there it is. That's the animation. It takes all of a second. How do I make it play again? But yeah, so I guess if I made it into like a GIF or something. So that's cool. I'm really excited about hopefully it's on our TikTok. And then okay, so here we are in Procreate. But I'm hoping to be able to do my own animation like our logo. So it's, let's say, so we've got, let's just do another one, like a new canvas. So for your screen capture, you would be over here, and it would be under share and video. So for video, have it selected to do time-lapse recording. And then whenever you're done drawing the piece, you can click export time-lapse video. And I would click full length, and then I would save it to my device, or you know, whatever it is that you want to do. So in the same thing I would do with share, you can export it as a JPEG or PDF. PDF, JPEG, and PNG are the ones that I use the most, unless I'm working with our friends who do screen printing, and then I do whatever she tells me. So oh, I misunderstood. Thank you, Randy. Oh, I never even thought of e-cards. That's so cute. That's an iPad Pro, 11. Yes. Okay. I'll walk you. Well, I can kind of get you there. So let's see. If you go down into the, let's just get to the website. That's our curated toolkit. Which after we show this, we'll do the giveaway. Well, hey, Z-Dog. You're such a good boy. I don't know how you do that all the time. So if you go to join our club and then the craft along club down there at the bottom. No. This is so much easier to navigate on an actual computer, by the way. So join our club, craft along club down there at the bottom. And then if you click the coloring pages or digital download, like color pages is where the Luna Moth one is, but our digital download content has all of our like PDF files for our armor templates and stuff, and then the members only streams, that is where we'll be posting the after party link later. So, excuse me. I hope that that's helpful to you. So, if you haven't, go and leave a comment on our last shop update video that Randy has linked. Whoops. Super durable, I presume. That one was a mercy. Super durable for you, Propel. Komoto says, I must be one of the few who have never used TikTok. Honestly, right now, if you're on like YouTube and see shorts or Instagram and see reels, it seems to be basically the same thing. TikToks is where all the kids and hoodlums hang out. Yeah, Mandy Lou.
Dancing
Huh?
with their dancing.
Yeah, the hoodlums with their dancing. Right on, pro.
Yep, shaking.
Oh, comatose. Trust me, TikTok does not make people cool. There's tons of cool people on TikTok, but I think that's everywhere. But I'm excited to have a place that's for our digital art that we can kind of, because I want to make stickers and maybe some prints or different art things. Right? Soy sauce. And that's the same thing I experience as well. They say if I get on TikTok, I realize it's 5 hours later. Exactly. I sent many TikTok links but haven't created an account. Most of what I've seen just annoyed me. Yeah. Well, and exactly what my friends had said to me is it's like it's very annoying at first, but once you go through and like specifically look for a few things that you like, then it tailors it to you. And I'm like, I don't really want to feel like. But then they sent me videos of like somebody's emu, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. So it didn't take much. But I still like I don't even get on TikTok every day. Um, other than to like post stuff. But I'll budget myself maybe 30 minutes a week of actually interacting with TikTok. Right, Miriam? Oh my gosh, Amandy Lou, you seem like a natural at TikTok, like with your editing and everything. And excuse me, pardon me. But it's a love-hate relationship, right on. Ah, yes, it is. I got stuck on there last night watching horse show cleaning videos. I don't own a horse. What's wrong with me? Not a thing. I watch like I'll sit in my chair and put on like YouTube videos or reels of people's like head cams from when they're riding their horses and just like unplug for a bit and just like uh Sherry, there's a link down in the video description to our shop update tour video that we'll be pulling the winners from, or winner, which will be giving away one of our $10 craft kits, or craft boxes, rather. Because we've been around for a minute.
as a company and as even just a YouTube presence. We've been making videos since 2016. So we have a lot of videos and there's a lot of information out there, and there can oftentimes be conflicting information because something that we were doing a couple years ago, if you watch the video from that and then go and sign up with the presumption that what I said in that video is still applicable, then you'll be like, why isn't there a fairy house giveaway? Why is this happening this way? Why aren't you over on Patreon? Like, and all sorts of stuff. So, um, we're trying to keep everything nice and up to date and be as clear as possible with folks about stuff that are craft along kits. Well, we call them craft along kits just because that's kind of, I don't know, I thought it was a cute name. It's not necessarily, the kit isn't directly conjoined with a specific tutorial each month. So we are releasing specific craft kits that do have specific tutorials along with them, but our monthly subscription is kind of just some crafty stuff, like some of our homemade fused glass cabochons, wire, like little spools of wire like this one here, wood cutouts, and whatever else we can manage. We used to do like chainmail kits and stuff like that, but we just don't now because there's no chainmail that I can make and send you guys that is going to be a better deal than what you can go and buy either from the ringlord.com or like on Amazon. And it was basically brutalizing my hands for us to keep making our own rings anyhow. And while some people were like, oh yeah, rings, a lot of, well, I say a lot, but like maybe two or three people ever were like very unhappy they were like, this is cheap garbage BS. Why would you have sent this to me? And I was like, because that's what I said I was going to send. Like, and they're like, well, I hate it. And I'm like, what was I supposed to send you other than what I said I was going to? Anyways. Um, so so I'm trying to kind of figure out and find a really good balance and mix, but there is kind of just a constant needing to go back and update what Past Fawn said, because I never want people to feel like, shattered expectations. Like, I want to mitigate expectations as much as possible to have them be as realistic as possible. Ooh, and I'm absolutely loving how that came out. I really like the suggestion for using the red beads. That really makes it pop. Amanda Lou says, so much competition out there, it's very hard. Well, and I try to view it not so much as there's so much competition, but there's so much variety that it's like, if somebody is unhappy with what I am offering, what a wonderful world we live in, that there's enough other people out there that surely they can find what they're looking for. But I don't need them to go full on talking to the manager at me about it, because that's just rude. But we're very fortunate to get to do what we do, and I feel pretty confident in what we offer because I can't make people see value in our handmade cabochons, but I know I have not been able to get fused glass cabochons like this anywhere else where the color is true and color fast, and with the custom shapes and stuff, and with the grooving, and not to mention our dichro, not to flex or anything, but I think is some of the best dichro pricing I've ever seen, with the exception of a couple of like one-off Etsy listings maybe, but like if y'all ever want to just get some perspective, check out Fire Mountain Gems pricing on and the sizes of their dichroic glass cabochons, and then go and check out our website of like because we'll be selling dichro that's like about this big for like $12, whereas on Fire Mountain Gems something half that size is gosh, I think it was 30, but it was for a 3-pack, but they were all three like less than half of an inch in diameter. So it's like, I don't want to be, I'm never going to beg somebody to stay if they're like, no, this isn't right for me. I'll be like, okay, well, thank you, let me know if I can be helpful to you, and I hope you still find value in our tutorials. But that I feel confident in what we do because we're doing our best and we're trying as hard as we can. So, where did I get these beads? There we go. Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Randy. Is he still there? Hey, Randy. Randy. Are you crying?
What?
Can you help me hang this?
Yes.
Okay. I just looked over and I just see him shaking like his shoulders. He must have been laughing. Oh, well, thank you guys so much.
Silently laughing at Wendy.
Randy. When Maddie was here, she and I would both go, wah, but like be in like tune with each other and then hold it until do what? Yeah, like slightly out of tune so it'll make that ear warbling, painful noise. Going outside. Do you see how I did it?
Yes.
I had to climb. Wow, you're so much taller than me. Oh, and you even did the right side down. No, stop that. You're doing that wrong. Stop it. Do you see that hummingbird? It's in the tree. Can you hold that? Oh, no, that's way too low.
Is it?
Yes. Here, hold this, please. Thank you, my love. Because I was going to try to give you your turbiners. Oh my god, my head is so big. Why does it take a... Can you help me? Randy, don't laugh. It's not funny. Hey, there's a rose. I got this big head and these little arms. There we go. Okay. Shut up.
Oh my goodness.
What?
They're flying around like crazy.
Aren't they? Okay, here's all your carboners back. Turd. No,
you
give me
can't.
kisses. Oh, well, on the cheek. Don't put that cheek.
Quarantine.
Yes. On the cheek.
Quarantine.
No, he keeps putting the chain in my face. The quarantine. Okay, well, there's a dead mouse on the porch.
Oh, so there.
Callie's been hunting again. Don't let them eat that dead mouse. Okie dokie. I lost the tripod. The other tripod. There it is.
One behind you.
Yes. Hey guys. So we're gonna have a giveaway. Are you ready, Randy? Wendy.
Why?
Sorry. A new Randy be nice stick. No, it takes more than a stick. Like, okay, story time. Can I tell the story about that one time when your dad beat you?
Sure.
So Randy was getting his butt beat for being like a menace, the way that you do as a child in Tennessee in the 90s. And what was it that your dad had? I'll just, he was there. I wasn't. I'm going to come over here and let him tell the story. Huh? Ow. Would I just run? No, okay, it's fine. Whee! The one where you were like, it felt good.
Oh, God. It was a Sunday afternoon, and I went out for a walk, and I guess I went kind of far, and by the time I got back home, I guess I didn't realize the time because I was walking around out in the woods. It was so late that everybody had to miss church that evening. So I got beat with a belt because I apparently shouldn't have done that. And he asked me, how'd that feel? And I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction because I don't think I did anything wrong. I just went out for a walk. But I just threw the tears and I just gritted my teeth and it felt good.
Then he proceeded to
Yeah,
beat
he
you,
beat me
as
again.
the story goes. To hear his brother and his dad talk about it now is like, the Terry laughed about it. Like, he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe, like, I have to beat the child."
Just gotta beat him.
Yep. So that's Randy in a nutshell. So if I ever like try to like threaten or be like, well,
I won't do this unless you do that, then he'll be like, well, guess he's not doing nothing ever again. So that's not the way to compel a Randy. so so has everybody left a comment on last week's, 2 weeks ago's is
116 people.
116 people? Hot dog. May the odds ever be in your favor, everybody. You ready?
Yeah.
Woo! Deborah Enoch. She says those dichroic glass cabs are fantastic. Deborah, congratulations. If you could.
Hard ass.
What do you? Oh,
That's what else they said.
He just acted out the emojis. So for everybody in the future, if you comment and leave emojis, so that Randy will hopefully have to act them out. No, that was a one-time thing.
That was it. That
I
was
love
all.
you so much. You look little beautiful little face. He's taking a picture of her screenshot. Okay. But yeah, let us know. Let me see if I have any. I think I have. Nope, I don't have any. We don't have one put together, but we will be sending you, Deborah, if you could send us an email of where you would like for us to mail it to, we will be mailing you one of our $10 craft boxes. So I'm going to go back over here. Bye-bye, Randy.
All right.
I can't kiss you on the face. We've been on kissing quarantine for like a week. Quarantine, he says. And he still got sick. Like, I can't live like this. Going a whole week without kissing my boyfriend. It's hard work. Be right back, chicken. Right on. Christy. So, it's hanging. Oh, that looks so much nicer than the carabiners. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was kind of jank. I'm really glad we were able to get that made. So, what do we make next? We've got all sorts of stuff here. And I'm actually going to be popping these other beads into one of our craft boxes that we will be putting together and sending out, or putting together and putting on the website on Monday. Something with those red seed beads, because oh my god, cute. Right on. I'm going to go head off now. Got some Sims to micromanage. Right on. Bye, Sea Kitty. We could, yeah, we could do that. Putting that into the bin. Okay, let's get this turned around and we can do a little bit more crafting. I'm really bad about turning that off every time I plug in. So please forgive me. So I think you said you liked those red seed beads?
You want to show what it looks like through the window?
Yeah. So this is what it looks like through the window. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Hopefully over on the Vonster Vlog Instagram. Is there a bird feeding? I can't tell. It's so pixelated and horrible. But I'll get some footage of the hummingbirds and post that over onto the Vonster Vlog. We will be taking a break from 7 to 7:30, and at 7:30 we will be at 7:30 we'll be doing our, oh my gosh, my brain, craft along after party where it'll get like rowdy and something probably. Hummingbirds will know you're a crafter now, right? That's, I don't know, I just, it's preserving a memory in the thing that you're making. So it's really nice, I think, to make something, because now, you know,
whenever I look at that hanger, I'll get to remember this evening. Hopefully. Or whatever, memory I develop in association with it. And, I don't mind buying stuff, but very rarely do I get as much of, like, a memory connection to something that I've just bought, as opposed to something that, like, I've made. Though, I really love the memory connections with, like, the stuff that is gifted to me. Like, this one here, my friend Christina gave me a hummingbird feeder. Oh, sorry, it's got, oh, the bird flew off. But they've been taking some final sips before bed, and I absolutely love that hummingbird feeder. And I think of my friend Christina every time I look at it, which makes me very happy. Yeah, we'll be sending out the streaming link in the email, like in the emails, as well as posting it to the members only page. Yes, the members only page for our website. Man, my brain is like dragging. Bye, Miriam. Have a great rest of your day. So I'm going to make some little star flowers. Because what do you do when you've got a ton of little seed beads? Star flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And so to do this, I'm going to snip off about a foot of 26 gauge wire. And I'm going to thread on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, the wire is from on Amazon, and these are from on Amazon too. Yeah, I'll put them up there for you, Sherry. Because, oh my god, they make such a big difference in being able to just store and organize stuff and keep the dust out of it. Dust and dog fur. So these will officially be the smallest star flowers I'll have ever made. A beaded water bowl for the chickens. Yeah, maybe. So, what do y'all want to work on in the after party? Hey, Anita, how's it going? So, I'm actually going to take my round nose pliers and use that to kind of just keep everything shaped nice. And I've just done that little twisty. And I'm going to keep twisting it just a little further. Kelly says 3-in-1. Right on. Practice juggling for pro's sake. Oh. Contact juggling or multiple, like, balls or pins juggling? Because either way, he's going to get alcohol poisoning. Hey, Deanna. How's it going? Oh, I did that way too long. Well, that's alright. So I'm going to grab my mandrel pliers and just hold it on there. And I'll do... just making a doubled loop. I'm making a little wire wrapped star flower charm with the teeny tiniest little beads that I've ever used. So that's the teeny tiny little bail. And I'm going to go ahead and snip one of the wires. Just down to like right there. Then I'm going to use my super fine tip round nose pliers. Hey Sam, you're so handsome. Then I've made a teeny tiny little spiral. I don't even know if this is gonna... I'm a Virgo! Says, how about we work on a leather chest plate which has a leather dragon wrapped around the wearer? That sounds a lot like your project, Gary. But possibly. Actually, I think that's going to be a no on the leatherworking this evening because I still have Maddie's box of stuff that we need to ship back to her on my leatherworking station. What's up, babe?
Sounds a lot like your project.
No, but really, I mean, he's been working on this wonderful and challenging piece. Yes. Heather says, can we do chainmail in the after party, or better yet, scale mail? Big scale mail, little scale mail. Because it's actually the second request for chainmail that we've gotten, so we're definitely going to have to do chainmail now. He says it is exactly my project, which has been going slowly. So I'm just going to bring this around. I do wish the camera would focus better. You okay, honey?
Just the wrong pipe.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's teeny, teeny, tiny. It is so tiny.
Maybe small, if he's a door.
Right on. And there we are. That's the little... Oops. That's one of them. I was going to make two to match. Teeny tiny. Oh, I love that idea, Sabea. Do what, honey?
That is door.
They are a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm actually going to do the second one in a different way that I think follows more closely with my original tutorial. And I'm going to have to thread those on after the fact. Where is my magazine? There it is. So I'm just going to start here at the end, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 wraps before I bring this in and just wrap. Ooh, Beth says, are you still selling t-shirts? Pre-orders for the super durable shirts closed on August 12th. But we will hopefully be doing more clothing lines and stuff in the future. But our friends who do the printing for us were super slammed by Dragon, and they're still quite busy. Like, I think this weekend they're actually vending at 2 separate locations. So we're not going to be having another line of pre-order merchandise until probably October or November. And I think our next product is actually going to be a craft bag, which is like, they have these bags that are perfect for, like, you can almost even fit like a bead tray inside of them. But it had so many pockets and so much organization, and I'm like, man, I need one of these for whenever, like, we're going on a road trip and I want to bring my crafty stuff with me, but I want to keep it organized instead of bringing it in one of these like plastic bins that the lid always pops off of. And Tracy was like, "Yeah, we can do that." And I was like, "Riri?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so I think that's going to be our next product line. Though I guess if we get enough folks who are interested in another wave of um, super durable shirts, we'll see what we can do. So I've just made a little wrapped loop there on the end. Would you guys be interested in a tutorial on doing these super tiny? Because I mean, it's not too different from, this was probably I think one of our very first tutorials that we ever posted, was how to make a wire wrapped starflower. And I'm just wrapping around the tip of the mandrel. I use the mandrel to fill up the center, that way it kind of keeps it in a round shape.
Predates the dragon eye for sure.
It definitely predates the dragon eye. Like, this was a tutorial I think I posted in 2012. I just got my membership. You guys better be ready to party. Right on, pro. I'll have Randy make me a drink. Purples is full of strange rocks. They do, actually. They are the coolest people. And they're such good friends, too. Like, it's one thing to be like, we not only respect them as, like, business people who do business things, but, like, they're just really good people, y'all. Like, 110%. And I feel very consistently like we got the better deal out of being friends with them than they did out of being friends with us. So, because like we'll go over there and she'll like feed us. And like Ben makes smoked meats, okay, that are like, and we've got a lot of friends who make really good smoked meats, but, oh gosh, Randy, instead of having a wedding, we need to hold a smoked meat tournament and invite all of our friends who do smoked meats so that we can see who finally does the better smoked meat, Ben or James. So basically, we just need to have our friends come over and feed us so that we can. It'll be like the smoked meat Olympics or something. Smoked meat. What? Pro? See, that's why we get along so well. It's insane with how good he is smoked. See, yeah, okay, it's official. We're gonna have a tournament. Like, that's exactly what we need in this day and age. Smoked meat and beer tasting. So there we are with two. I don't know if you like. I feel like this was all just like blurry pixels, so I apologize. But we have a swirly and a non-swirly version of our little wee bitty starflowers. Sebaeus is what a coincidence. I love smoked meat and beer. Count me in. For sure. Okay, we're gonna spend just the last 10 minutes here just hanging out. So now is the time if you guys, woo, hello. If you guys have questions or anything, at me. Oh, I'm itchy. Ooh, something else we may actually be working on in the after party might be some little projects with the laser cut components that we're sending out this month. I see those hummingbirds. And the waitresses went from meh to woot in one time flat because other people in the tasting wanted menus. Nice. Those beads are size 8 seed beads. So quite small, like 2 to 3 millimeters. Because I kind of, like, I really like that. I do, but I like stuff that's a little bit more filled in. But I don't know, I really love it.
And I certainly like how lightweight they are, too. How do I do this? Ooh, some resin on the inside. Probably not UV resin, just because I don't want to go feed the mosquitoes. And that is the smell, man. 110% gets to me. But you guys, with your kits that we're doing the crescent moons and stuff in, can 100%. Where my ear hole at? Can 100% do UV resin. I guess I'm just gonna push it on through. Nope, there it goes. Ow. Not just re-piercing my ears in stream. It's fine. Super lightweight though. They're so fun. But yeah, if they need a little bit more weight to kind of, I don't know, I kind of like them hanging with the tips down. See, and this is what I'm talking about. My friend Tracy just sent me a boneless ribs recipe. I love this woman. I love her. She makes, okay, I can't have a waffle tournament because I'll die of diabetes, but I'm pretty sure my friend Tracy makes the best waffles in the world. And I know those might be fighting words, but I said what I said. What's the best contrasting wires to use in a piece? And at the after party, let's do a female play fairy dwelling. Right on. Could use polymer clay. Yes. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of half Persian 3-in-1, and then we're going to do some polymer clay crescent moon earrings. I have spoken. I just had pancakes, just saying. Now there's a world of difference, between pancakes and waffles. I'm just gonna say. I'll eat them both, but they're very different creatures. And drop things! Right on. The best contrasting wires, I personally really love the look of the titanium and vintage bronze wires together. I really like using silver, brass, and copper all mixed together in a piece. But also, if you're into using some of the less traditional, like less base metal colors, Parawire has a really great like black and dark blue and different things like that that look really good paired with silver, like a lot of contrast. Cornbread waffles? What is this you speak of? I've never had cornbread waffles, though I've heard of this. This is the second time in my life I've heard of cornbread waffles. I need them. How would you eat them? Do you like put chili on them? Or beans? Chili beans? Pancakes are too heavy. Right on. Can you show us later what you make tonight, as I'm not a member of? Oh yeah, for sure. We'll be putting it up on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. Oh, sweet cornbread? Honey butter. Okay, yeah. I'd do that. Do you just use, like, cornbread mix? Like, how do you even... Okay. Do we have these earrings hanging with the points down whenever we make it in polymer clay? Or do we, because like I think that looks pretty cool, but also, or do we hang it like that? Because I think I'm gonna do it like that. I really like the little shape of the earrings. Use Jiffy cornbread mix and cook like waffles. They're great with chili and just about everything else. Nice. Do what, Randy?
I like it that way better.
Oh, with the crescent?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, Randy says he likes it this way better, so we'll do it this way. So also, we're going to be having to go over into that corner, so I'm going to have to clean up what we have been working on for, it was going to be this weekend's tutorial, but it's taking way longer than I thought it would, which is normal. But y'all will get to see a sneak peek of that in the after party as well. Cornbread skillet cakes with butter, beans, and cabbage. Penny. That sounds really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I like had a bunch of cabbage soup go bad because I didn't get into the freezer soon enough. I love how any time that we're like, oh yeah, Q&A time, immediately it's like Just food talk. I love you guys so much. J-Max says, now I'm hungry. Same. I have some, we had bratwurst and mac and cheese and green beans before the live stream, and I saved like half of my plate, so I'm gonna be eating that, like scarfing it down, refilling my water, putting the chickens to bed, um, and like scrambling around a little bit, getting maybe a cup of coffee. I don't need coffee right before bed, or do I? Maybe. I don't know. um Can you show some more ear cuffs? Like like making them or wearing them, or I can probably get one made real quick. Absolute easiest way to make ear cuffs is I'm gonna see if I can make a little charm ear cuff. I've never done that before. I'm going to use about 12 inches of wire. That's probably way more than what I need, but here we are. I'm going to come to the middle of it. This is 16 gauge aluminum, by the way.
Want to explain how they get to the after party link?
Yes. If you are a part of our Craft Along Club, just $1 or up, member level, check your email because we'll be sending out the email link. And also you can go to our website where you can see, how do I, okay. Actually, from here, there it goes. You can click to go to our website and it'll bring up the link. And you can click on the menu. If you click join our club, down at the bottom of the menu will be Craft Along Club, and that's the Craft Along blog, members only streams. Right there, if you click on that and you're not a member, it'll pull up and it'll prompt you to log in, and like you've got to have been a member and stuff. If you guys have any questions or problems with that, be sure to email us and we can kind of help you out with it. But all of our exclusive content is there on the members only streams, like archive style. You can kind of scroll through. Z-Dog, you all full of gas, buddy. He just over there kicking himself in the head, just tooting. Okay, so we have our little charm there on the wire. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to center that loop between my two fingers, and I'm going to place my pliers right on the edge of it and bring that around. And then I'm going to flip it, again, line it up so that the charm's in the middle. Put this on the other wire on the thickest part of my round nose pliers and bend it the other way. So this is going to have to be a new tutorial too. And then I'm going to start bending around in both directions. Hey Z, we'll have to put your cone back on, honey, if you keep chewing on your butt. And I'm just continuing that spiral around. Until we have it kind of large enough. And now from here, I am just going to bend the wire around. And again, just bending it around. Ah, well, thanks, Tamara. Working on adhering your clay cabs onto rocks. The decorative rock will be the base for the tree of life. Ooh. I personally would use epoxy sculpt, but that's because I have it in stock. It sculpts like polymer clay, but cures without needing baked, so it'd be perfect for the polymer clay.
but you could also use like maybe a 2-part, like the DevCon 5-minute epoxy, or something of the sort that holds onto stone pretty well. And so now I'm just giving this a snip about 2 centimeters away from where it kind of exits the rest of the stone, or rest of the wire wrapping. So like this point right here. Snip. And then I'm gonna make a little spiral. Being very careful to not bite the wire because this aluminum wire is very, very soft. So there we have that. The little charm a dangling. Then I'm actually just going to use the handle of my pliers to press this against and to start shaping. And so you can see it's a little bit more of a C shape now. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers and start shaping them in just a little bit more. And that is an ear cuff. So now let's try it on.